So, Disney cut to us. What's up, guys? John Claymore here. Now, I know this right here is a bit of an old story, about a week or so long, but I wanted to cover this because I think it's much, much deeper than you may have already heard. Now, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are familiar with this whole Don't Say Gay bill controversy, which is really just a parental rights bill that Governor Ron DeSantis has signed down in Florida. And I want to go ahead and say right off the bat that even though I like Ron DeSantis, I don't think he went far enough. First and foremost, kids should not be learning about sexuality when they're in the first, second, and third grade. Okay, I think it's absolutely sick. I think it's morbidly disgusting, and quite frankly, it's one of the reasons why Democrats are getting absolutely murdered down there in the great state of Florida. So while Governor DeSantis did a very, very good job of signing a bill to put a stop to that mess right there, I think he should have went a little bit further. You see, me personally, I don't think they should be learning about this type of stuff until at least college. I mean, I can see the argument for high school. Maybe I'm a little bit of a prude on the issue. And by the way, guys, I don't have a problem with the LGBTQ community. I have a problem with this LGBTQ alphabet agenda that, quite frankly, is targeting our kids. Something else, too, that made this entire ordeal worse than what it already was this tweet by Mark Hamill where it just kept on saying gay, 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 gay over and over and over again, which, by the way, is very, very weird because I remember Disney completely ruining Luke Skywalker's character in The Last Jedi and completely ruining Star Wars, turning it to absolute shit. Yes, I hate Kathleen Kennedy, I hate Rian Johnson, and yes, I hate Jar Jar Abrams, but Mark Hamill to now suddenly cuck for Disney on this. By the way, it forces me to acknowledge somebody that I really and truly don't like, Ben Shapiro, somebody who I think is actual controlled opposition. But Ben is absolutely 100% correct here. Now, I've heard that, and don't worry, I'll get to the China stuff here in a second, but I've heard that the bill that both sides of the issue are getting this right here wrong. The side that's screaming gay, 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 and the side, of course, my side, saying it's indoctrination of kids. I'm sorry, but it is indoctrination. This is exactly what they're trying to do to our small children. And I think in Florida, Governor DeSantis said, you know what, parents should have a say-so in what their teachers are being taught. Now, really, really quick about teachers. I love you guys. I love teachers, but you answer to the taxpayer, okay? We're the ones who pay your salaries, and we don't want you teaching our kids this bullcrap. Now, to this stuff with China. Okay, so Governor DeSantis, he did this little town hall function the other day that Fox Digital got a hold of. Let me go ahead and roll this right here for you, and I think I can provide some broader context afterwards.
In the state of Florida, we are not going to allow them to inject transgenderism into kindergarten. First graders shouldn't have woke gender ideology imposed in their curriculums, and that is what we're standing for, because we're standing for the kids and we're standing for the parents. And I can tell you this, the chance that I am going to back down from my commitment to students and back down from my commitment to parents' rights simply because of fraudulent media narratives or pressure from woke corporations, the chances of that are zero. And when you have companies that have made a fortune off being family friendly and catering to families and young kids, they should understand that parents of young kids do not want this injected into their kids' kindergarten classroom. They do not want their first graders to go and being told that they can choose an opposite gender. That is not appropriate for those kids. And so if you're family friendly, understand the parents who are actually raising families want to have their rights respected. And I also think that if you have companies like a Disney that are going to say and criticize parents' rights, they're going to criticize the fact that we don't want transgenderism in kindergarten and first grade classrooms, if that's the hill that they're going to die on, then how do they possibly explain lining their pockets with their relationship from the Communist Party of China? Because that's what they do, and they make a fortune, and they don't say a word about the really brutal practices that you see over there at the hands of the CCP. And so in Florida, our policy is going to be based on the best interest of Florida citizens not on the musing of global corporations.
And this right here to me is the issue. You see, this wokeness crap is all over the place. It is everywhere. And I think this wokeness stuff is coming from China. Hear me out just for a second. Okay, so Chinese Communist Party has found a way to infect our institutions. It is infecting mostly colleges, of course, and most of these people who are coming out writing stuff like your comics, movies. A lot of these people recently got out of college, which, by the way, I'm a guy who just graduated from college myself. Colleges, for the most part, are a hotbed for liberal ideology, a hotbed for communism, a hotbed for Marxism. Most of these people have never actually done any actual studies on history. They're getting very, very construed versions of it. They're getting not only construed versions of it, but they're getting very, very chalked down versions that don't exactly include any detail. And they've gotten it hip to communism without actually studying it. And of course, which is really, really strange that we're talking about communism here, because you see all these wokies and whatnot think that you could do this crap in a communistic society. The truth be told is that the Soviet Union, if you were gay in the Soviet Union, they executed you. All right. If you are gay or you're doing this crap in China, they would put you away. They'd probably torture you in the process. And you see most of these college kids, they actually think that this communist utopia would actually be accepting of this. But go look at other states like, say, Saudi Arabia, where they throw gays off of actual buildings. I mean, just pay attention to it. You see, I have no idea where these people got their worldview at, and I think they're getting it from very, very bad teachers in college and crap. And they're also getting it in their movies and their ideology. You see, Disney, for the most part, is a kid's company. It's a company that is designed, is geared towards kids. Now, one thing I can say about Bob Chapek is that Bob Chapek, or I guess I don't know how to pronounce his name, I'm just going to call him Cuck. He did bring back Gina Carano. Now, guys, I remember making a video about that issue a while back, and I said in that video that it's not a boycott if you just simply cut the TV off. It's not a boycott if you just simply unsubscribe. A boycott's when you actively go out there and try to rail against the company and tell people to cut it off. You see, boycotts are not that effective. But if you just simply cut it off, because remember, it's okay to hate them if they hate you. If you just simply cut it off, or if you just simply unsubscribe, they'll see their numbers go down, and they'll begin to get the message, and they'll even ask you what the problem is, and you say, well, you got rid of Gina Carano for this issue right here, and of course, the wokeness is turning me off. And Governor DeSantis can obviously attest to this right here, because he thinks that everything is coming in from China, and of course, he's going after Disney for the China connections. You see, it's the time that we end the corruption. You see, one of the biggest problems, I'm pretty sure I've already said that this once in this video, is that a lot of the people who are coming out of the colleges who are going to go work for Disney, they're learning this woke ideology in college, which, by the way, is dominated now by liberals, which, by the way, are sort of being institutionalized right now by China or the CCP, or the incels that we have who work for the CCP are the ones running the institutions, and they're teaching our kids, they're teaching these young people all this wokeness, all this lunacy, all this loony crap. And DeSantis, of course, is trying to put his foot down. Now, really quick, I know that I've praised DeSantis, but I've also critiqued him. I've praised him for calling this mess out. I've praised him for signing the bill. But still, though, at the end of the day, though, I do feel that this bill right here did not go far enough. I think that he should have basically put a ban on all the way through middle school, maybe even high school. I would have been okay with that there. Because kids don't need to be learning about this stuff at a very, very young age. Kids need to learn about this stuff from their parents. I didn't say sex. I'm talking about this LGBTQ, FYG, HAKLA. I don't freaking know. Alphabet crap. They don't need to be learning about this stuff at a very, very young age. And Governor DeSantis finally put his foot down on it. And as I've told you guys before, I personally think this crap here is coming from China. And I think that is what this entire beef is about between him and Disney's CEO. And as you guys could see, DeSantis did it the right way. It absolutely worked. He withdrew. He said, look, I'm not going to friggin' spend no more time on this. I'm not going to donate to Democrats. Instead, I'm going to go talk to the actual governor about the bill himself. Is it possible that this entire ordeal could actually break wokeness at friggin' Walt Disney? Is it possible? I'm not saying it's going to. I'm just bringing it up as a possibility. Guys, if you like this content, hit that like button, subscribe, share. Those right there are my thoughts. Make sure you guys leave a thought in the comment section, and I'll see you guys later.
That seed salesman sure saw us coming.
No, saw you coming. Corn, corn, corn. Nothing but corn.